months since you last saw them?
Well, they're still scoring a lot of points. Very good offensive team, and really hurt us with dribble penetration, so we're going to have to do a lot better job there, and very explosive team.
It's last home weekend for Dylan and Chris. Kind of interesting having two guys who didn't know until the end that they'd get this year, and then they end up being your senior class.
Yeah, they've done a great job. Going to miss them tremendously, and I've enjoyed working with both of them. They've been, for the last 2 years, been a lot of fun to work with. And so, two guys that have meant a lot to us the last 2 years, and we're going to really miss.
As you forge the rotation, that you say you have 7 starters. What have those guys been like in terms of accepting roles? Chris coming off the bench.
It's never easy. It's not. They all want to play 40 minutes. And I think that's human nature. That's it. Where every college is having a problem. Everybody wants to play 40 minutes. Everybody wants to start, and you got 12, 13 guys on the team. It's not possible. So that's why you got all the transfers and everybody looking for a different situation. But no, fortunately for me and our coaching staff, guys want to win, and Casey and Chris have been great, and and guys recognize that it's different rotation, different people every night stepping up, and so it's been a good group.
Chris said it's helped give him a better sense of who he is as a player and what he needs to bring when he is in those minutes.
It varies from game to game, but if you can sit there and really lock in on what's going on, it does give you a little bit of an advantage. You see who's scoring, you see what they're trying to do, you see the tempo of the game. And so mentally, you should have a pretty good picture of what's going on and where you can add something to the team, and where you better be careful on the defensive end. And if we're not rebounding, I got to go give us a lift rebounding, which he has done in the past. So, if you sit there and study it, you do have some advantages, no doubt.
Back, and how much can you kind of
I don't. I don't know. He keeps trying to get back, but I'm not sure he will be. But he's been out so long, it'd be tough.
Even if he came back.
Yeah, it'd be tough. He's been out a month here, so it'd be tough.
What did you see looking back on Cavell the other night? You mentioned 3 rebounds and got a bucket in there.
He did a great job. He gave us a lot, defensively, offensively. When Jordan Bell doesn't rebound like usual, then he gave us something. So no, I thought his activity was good. He's been good in practice, and it's good to know that he and Roman continue to work hard. And we still got a lot of season left. Everybody, when you get down that last 5, 6 games, everybody. But we still got a month. So a lot of things can happen, and still got to be ready to go.
Even when he was on the bench last year, Dylan Ennis's attitude was so infectious. Does he continue to bring that even when he's playing?
It was probably easier for him last year because, he just was worried about the team, and, now he's, what's going on with him, it's a little tougher. But, no, he talks all the time. I'm not sure anybody listens, but he does talk a lot.
Have you asked anything of him in terms of leadership role and taking advantage of that ability?
Well, I think all the guys, have stepped up in their own way. I think it's been by committee. We haven't had any one person who, the team depends on to bring it. I think it's been by committee. I think Dylan Brooks' passion is pretty obvious. The experience that Jordan Bell and Casey and some of the guys bring has really helped us. The experience that Dylan Ennis and Chris have. So, no, I think it's been by committee. I think they've done a pretty good job.
Tyler's play this weekend's going to be the first time his mom's ever seen him play. He talked about what that means to him, but as somebody that's kind of given him, helped provide that opportunity, what's that mean from your end?
Well, I know he's really excited about it, and I hope he doesn't get too nervous from it. But his mom is really special. Me and Chris have a special relationship. She and Chris have a special relationship, and I know he'll be really excited. And all our guys will be. I don't know who it's going to be the last game for here. There'll be a lot of stuff going on in the off season, so it could be the last game for a lot of our guys. But the 2 seniors, 3 seniors, Charlie and Dylan and Chris, we know that it's their last weekend at home. And I'm sure it'll mean a lot to them. It means a lot to me. Those guys have been great. Charlie's been great. Chris, Dylan, I mentioned. So, and I don't know how many of the other guys will decide to pursue other options. So it'll be an interesting weekend.
Charlie was saying that he expects he'll probably get a little choked up and emotional when everybody comes off the floor after the senior celebration. How much do you sort of embrace and really recognize, allow these guys to show emotion on the court, in the game, in this particular weekend?
Well, I don't know about them. I get emotional when they walk off. It's, you spend so much time with these guys. You think of how much time Charlie has been with the team the last 3 years, and Chris and Dylan the last 2. You spend a tremendous amount of time together. Basketball is a different sport. It's kind of close-knit. You see the guys every day. You're face-to-face with them every day. And so it's different than, say, football. We got 100 guys, and we don't talk to everyone every day. We've got 15. And so I talk to each one of them every day, so it's just different. And they have to put up with me in film, and, they have to road, we travel, so we're all there together all the time. So it's just a different circumstance, and, you get a little close, and it's always tough when you lose a few seniors and they're leaving you.
Charlie said he gets a little nervous with 3 minutes left and the lead's up there because he knows you're going to call on him. Do you hear the students when they start chanting? Is that your reminder?
Well, they start chanting so early sometimes, and no, Charlie, what he's meant to our team, just his unselfishness, and he's been really good for us. He's done a tremendous job. He really has. Every day in practice, he's standing there ready to go, and whenever I just scream at him to get in, he comes in and he does exactly what I asked him to do every time. So guys like that, I was one. I was a walk-on. He's a walk-on at the Division I school. It's got a decent team. I was a walk-on at a junior college. So what he's given us has been great.
His first year, there was about five walk-ons that year, and now it's kind of dwindled down to he's one of the last remaining for you guys.
Yeah, no, that was kind of a transition year for us, and we had a lot of walk-ons that year. He did a tremendous job. Continues to do a tremendous job.
Given how the games went down in Los Angeles, do you talk to guys this week about when you get a lead, put a team away?
You've seen the college game. It's, especially you're playing good offensive teams. We're playing Utah and Colorado, 2 very explosive offensive teams. So I think they're smart enough to figure out game's never over, and you have a little run, so they're going to have a run back at you, and so you just got to continue to play and continue to do the things that got you that lead, and we haven't done that all the time. We haven't got stops, we haven't got rebounds, the thing that enabled us. We just depend too much on our offense, which will get you in trouble. And it's still 3 phases of the game, and you better do all 3. And if your offense gets going, you can't get too happy with yourself and just rely on that. You still got to guard.
The way Tyler's played the last 3 games, how close are you guys to optimal performance with him playing like that?
Oh, I don't know. He plays a little bit better. Chris hasn't played as well as he's been playing. It goes up and down. There's 31 games. I don't know. I've never had anybody who just had 31 great games. It comes and goes. And defenses get set. We start the season, and everybody's saying, well, Tyler's off to a bad start. Well, everybody put their best defender on Tyler. He was our best proven scorer. Dylan Brooks was out, and so Tyler got the best defender every game. And he's in a little different situation this year. Last year Elgin was so good down the stretch that everybody put their best defender on Elgin. Second best defender went on Dylan, and Tyler, could score some easy baskets. And so it varies every game who the offense or who our opposition is going to, put their best defender on, who they're going to set their defense against, just like we do. We set our defense to stop certain people and say if the other guys can beat us, they're going to have to beat us. But we don't want these guys to beat us. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But that's why I tell our guys, you're not going to be hot every game. It's not going to be about you offensively every game because the opposition has something to do with it. And it's like a running back says, well, he had a bad game because he didn't run for 100 and some yards. Well, if the defense is set to stop him, you're probably going to have a little hard time. Something else has got to open up. That's why you have a team. That's why you have other options. And, fortunately for us, we have 5 guys averaging in double figures. And Casey guys on any given night can score in double figures also. So got plenty of options.
Thanks, Dennis.
All righty, thanks.